Alright, so we were right here. Which way should I go? It shouldn't take too long to check the second floor. There's gonna be no bodies in the hall, probably, because... Well, I don't know. We found that new body in the classroom, so... Maybe there is other one. We're getting stopped. Oh, hello.
あの子は私を受け入れてくれる。あの子の体が欲しい。欲しい。
ちくしょう。こいつらどうしても通さねきだな。ただの火なら水でもぶっかけりゃ済むんだが。
You could use the holy water.
さっき拾った聖水は霊能者のお墨付きなんでしょ?
Exactly. Well, sure, why not? I'm not even gonna save because I saved just a little while ago. I think. I hope.
熱い。この水は酸のように熱い。ちくしょう。お前らまだ生きてるくせに。
あんたたちも早く死ねばいい。
With this, one of the red spirit flames flew directly at me in what was clearly meant as a hostile action. Oh, they're gone. Okay. It worked. Kishinuma quickly leaped in front of me, hands out, taking the full brunt of the spirit's attack in my place. Then all three flames simply disappeared. I simply adore that the audio levels they change all the time for no reason.
どうってことね。ちょっと手にやけどしただけだ。
ごめんね。私がぼやっとしてたから。私、絆創膏持ってるから、すぐ。あれ？あれ？
どうした？
え？ちょっと。はい、絆創膏。あ、私貼ります。やけどしたとこを見せてください。
サンキューな。で、鈴本、どうしたんだ？
私、学生証どっかに落としちゃったみたい。多分、さっきの穴に降りたとき。
Didn't she lose it earlier? Or did she just drop? I can't remember.
お前、
I thought she lost it
その
earlier.
手に持ってるのは学生証じゃねえのか？
これは拾ったの。玄関で亡くなってた女の子の。
I held up the student ID so Kishinuma could get a better look at it. It was clear from its design alone, after all, that it wasn't a Kisaragi ID.
そっとしておいた方が良かったかもしれないけど、私一人で怖かったし、何かこの学校の手がかりがないかと思って。
間違ってねえよ。篠崎たちと再会するためにも、こっから出るためにも。で、どれ貸してみな。
でもあんまり役立ちそうなこと書いてないかも。
この落書き。
なんかの箱の絵みたいだけど。
The memo page Kishinuma opened to was ringed with bloody, sticky fingerprints, and centered among them was a rough sketch of a box drawn in ballpoint pen, along with numerous lines of text written in rough, shaky letters. They seemed to have been written with an excessive amount of force, resulting in countless black splotches and small tears in the paper. I think Ayaka is going to kill Ao. I need to hide her. Ao is mine, and mine alone. She must be protected. If I hide it in that box, no one will ever find it. Ao, I love you so much. These words were written over and over again, with the ink getting blotchier and more haphazard each time.
この落書きの箱ってこれに似てねえか？用務員室に落ちてたもんだけど。
本当だ、よく似てる。ここの穴、鍵穴じゃないですか？あ、そうみたい。もしかしてこれ私が拾った鍵が合うかもしれない。
Kishinuma and Nana were both watching me expectantly as I produced the rusty key from my bag. I inserted it into the lock. It fit. Crossing my fingers, I began turning. I met with no resistance at all. It was the right key. The lid popped up, and nostalgic music started to play.
Orgol? なんだろう。会いたくて会えなくて君はどこなの。
That's the opening song from the first game.
やめてくれよ、こんな状況で。
ごめん。
Kishinuma took the music box from my hands and a sort of derisive, with a sort of derisive smile on his face.
箱の中になんか入ってるな。
Well,
逆
whoops.
さにして振ってみたら？
お、出てきた。けどこれって。
Oh.
鍵ですね。
鍵を使って鍵を手に入れましたってか？
でもこれで今まで入れなかったところに入れるよ。
I placed the key in my pocket for safekeeping, and tried in vain to remind myself that I shouldn't get my hopes up, but in truth I was downright thrilled. We were actually making progress. Alright, oh, there's those stupid blue lines on my screen again, stop it. Okay, well, we were going this way anyway, let's check up here. The only door that I tried that other key on was the door to the basement on the first floor. I don't think this key would really go there, but I don't know. I guess I'll go try it. I guess I'll just cut out walking there. Let's see if it's the key. Door's locked up tight. Oh, okay. What other doors were there? There's that one. And the Bulldog Super. Damn. Wow. Awesome. I don't think I could go that way. No, the floor fell out, so... Back up here, I guess. Let's try the reference room. Wasn't the door, like, destroyed and not locked? No, that was that boys' bathroom in Chapter 1 that I'm thinking of. Maybe this is it. Yeah, the door seems pretty intact to me. All I had to do was walk up the stairs from where I got the key. The key turned easily in the lock and the door came right open. Oh, hello there. There was a dead body propped against the inside of it. As the door slid open, it spilled out into the hallway. Kishinuma completely ignored this, however, stepping over it and darting into the room as fast as his legs would carry him.
Shirozaki!
Within the pale darkness of the room, a figure stood in front of one of the shelves, completely engrossed in some ancient-looking tome. It was Shinozaki. The floor around her was piled high with books she'd seemingly read and discarded. Strange, coming from a bibliophile who usually won't even crease a spine. I don't. Okay, whatever. What the hell? God, she is saying that quiet.
Shinozaki, しっかりしろ!
どうした失礼だ。静かに。 お前ら無教養の野蛮なつまらない情報弱者の作物的な
篠崎、もういいだろう。嫌がるんだろう。篠崎に取り付いてるバケモンども、いい加減篠崎から離れやがれ。
Just hug her, that worked in the first game.
これは俺たちのものだ。この体を俺のものにしたい。
ダメだ、僕の方が上手に使える。
この人の中にいる時だけ私たちは痛みから解放されるの。お願い、この体をちょうだい。
この子を僕たちにくれ。そうだ、君らを助けてやる。ここから生きて出る手助けをさせてくれ。だから。
Yeah, okay, no.
ふざけんじゃねえぞてめえら。勝手だろ。ここで死んじまったてめえらには同情するよ。だけど、だからって篠崎を好きにしていい理由があるか。そんな権利てめえらにはねえだろ。
そんな正論で。
この痛み、この苦しさ、寒さ、飢え、もどかしさ、それでもな、こればっかりは譲れねえんだよ俺は。
なんだこの耳鳴り。虫か虫か。
Geez, she sounds cool when she's possessed. From there, Ayumi took a sudden turn for the worse. Tossing aside the book she was reading, she began punching herself in the head with both hands. Okay, calm down.
篠崎
さん。
あ、黄色だった。
Hmm?
篠崎、
兄さん来てくれたの。遅いよ。私お腹が空いてもうずっと何も食べてなくて、ひなさんが私をここに閉じ込めて、それから私何も食べてなくて。兄さんって美味しそう。兄弟で変かな。私兄さんを殺して。
やめろよ篠崎。兄貴ってお前。
I don't think that's the part you should be worried about, Yoshiki.
おかえりお兄ちゃん。
Alright, Yoshiki has a sister.
なんだよミキ、また来てたのか。
何それ、心優しい妹がわざわざご飯作りに来てあげたのに。
ああ、まあその辺のコンビニとか学食とか。
またそんなんじゃ栄養偏っちゃうじゃん。待ってて、今お夕飯作ってるから。やっぱりお兄ちゃんは私が面倒見ないとダメだね。学校楽しい？お兄ちゃんの友達、持田さんとか篠崎さんってどんな人？大丈夫だよ、そのうちお父さんだって。ね、お兄ちゃん。
やめろ！
Hmm? Oh god, Shinozaki is biting Kishino. Why?
しょっぱいしい。
岸沼くん、岸沼さん。
The two of us made a mad dash towards Kishinuma, intending to pry Ayumi away from him through any means possible. But to my astonishment, he met our panic gazes with a stern "let me handle this" look, reinforcing the message by raising his hand in a stop okay.
篠崎。
Yeah, see, there you go. Whoa, I didn't expect that. If circumstances were different, this could be the start of a really heartwarming romantic scene. Her eyes are normal again. Kishinuma grabbed Shinozaki and hugged her tightly.
戻ってこいよ。お前は他の誰でもねえ。篠崎あゆみだ。
Same thing she said the first time he did this. Bit by bit, I could see the expression on Shinozaki's face change. Her crazy, possessed sneer gradually gave way to a blank, dazed countenance that then slowly but surely began sparking with life once more. And though it was nearly imperceptible, I could swear I saw a smile start to form on her lips. For a few long moments, Shinozaki stared into Kishinuma's eyes. Then, in an instant of realization, her face turned beet red. I recall the phrase, "oh crap," drifting through my head for a split second. And then... Oh, here's that damn happy music again.
篠崎、心配させやがって。でもなんつうか嬉しいぜ。
篠崎さん、大丈夫ですか、岸沼さん。鈴本さん、なんでっていうか、ここって。おかえりなさいでいいのかな、篠崎さん。何？そう、話を聞いてもまだ信じられないけど、私この建物の良くない影響を受けていたみたいね。
シャレにならねえ暴走っぷりだったぜ。つうかお前、どうやってこの部屋入ったんだ？鍵。
覚えてない。でも建物自体の構造が変化するくらいだもの。この閉鎖空間では何が起きても不思議じゃないわ。普通なら起きないような可能性の低いことが常に起きてしまうような。
But didn't she like take a chunk out of Yoshiki?
そもそも超常現象っていうのはその可能性が狂っている状態のことで、それを予測したり調節するロジックが。
She's not gonna bring up the taste of, you know, blood in her mouth?
よくわかんねえけど、そういう話はお前の姉ちゃんとしてくれよ。
簡単に言うと、何が起きるかわからないっていう話。いい？目標はたった3つ。 この学校がこうなった原因を調べて、この現象の中心となっている存在を特定すること。そしてその存在と接触し、ここから出る方法を探り出すこと。最後に出る方法が分かったら、それを確実に実行に移すこと。これだけよ。
なんだか篠崎さん、委員長って感じだよ。
ああ、だけど篠崎、一番大事なこと忘れてねえか？
一番大事な、みんなと無事に合
I
流するこ
thought
と。
the most important part was don't die.
そうだったね。それがまず第一の目標よね。先生や持田君たちと会えさえすれば。
No, no, your first step should be not to die.
だな。小笠原のダチも集まりゃ人数も増えるし、なんとかなりそうな気がしねえか？
はい。
でも目標を達成するためには努力しなきゃね。私たちにできることは最初から変わらないし、多くない。とにかく調べて、どんな小さな手がかりも見逃さないこと。そして何よりやけになったり諦めたりしないこと。もちろん私だって怖いけど。
大丈夫、私たちがついてるよ。みんなで頑張ろう。
At this, Kishinuma stood up and began scanning his eyes over the nearby shelves.
とりあえず手近なところからってことで、ここで手がかりでも探してみっか。資料室ってくらいだからよそより期待できるぜ。
Okay, well, I wouldn't have thought that, but okay. Nothing on this shelf seems particularly relevant. Oh, great. Nothing on this shelf. What's that say? Nothing at all. Lovely. Ah, yes! A body! It's a girl's body, seemingly junior or senior high. It's mostly decomposed down to the skeleton at this point. There's a duffel bag on its side next to her with a tracksuit partially hanging out of it, and her student ID name tag is still clearly visible on her uniform. Momijigawa High School, Ao Amano. Oh, that's that. Oh. Starved to death after being locked in reference room. Wait, didn't that guy say... Oh, stupid Skype calls. Didn't that guy say he was gonna, like, hide her? Well, way to go. Okay, let's look at these books. Can't. Scan the phone. Oh, Jesus. There are numerous scrapbooks on this shelf, each containing various newspaper and newsletter clippings. One in particular stands out. It's an old-school three-ring binder filled with articles that are over 30 years old.
1973年、天神小学校児童連続誘拐殺害事件。
その事件の記事、どっかの教室にもあったな。
Dashing the hopes and prayers of their concerned parents, 3 of the kidnapped children return home tonight in body bags. Local police gave an official statement at around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Yuki Kano, 11, Ryo Yoshizawa, 8, and Tokyo Tsuji, 7, previously reported missing, were found dead in a basement room beneath the school. The circumstances behind their murders are still under investigation, and a suspect with ties to the school's teaching staff is in questioning. First responders report a shocking, grisly murder scene, and have expressed concern at even allowing the families of the deceased to see their children. Significant mutilation is said to have occurred, and officials believe the sight of this may exacerbate the already delicate mental states of the bereaved. The sole survivor of this unspeakable crime is 7-year-old Sachiko Shinozaki, who remains in shock from the experience. Her testimony may prove invaluable towards closing this case and putting this horror behind us. However, no police are anxious to question her. Meanwhile, other parents have already begun calling Heavenly Host's safety procedures into question in the wake of this tragedy. Members of the PTA have There's a snippet from another page as well, which includes photographs of the 3 victims as well as the lone survivor. Ah, this image.
この子たち、私が見た子だ。
Hold up. Those blue lines are beginning to attack my PSP again, although I guess I could just look at the screen, because there's no blue lines on the screen. I can, like, see everything clearly, not laggy. Well, obviously laggy, but, like, there's no delay between everything. Oh well.
俺たちも見たぜ。ここで殺されて、それでたたってやがんのか。
ひどい事件だったんだね。私、最初見た時からあの子たちが怖くて悪い。鈴本さん、同情心は危険よ。霊の中には生前の人格を失っているものもあるの。
今のこいつらは生きている人間にとって味方じゃねえってことか。
犯人はどうなったんでしょう。あ、こっちのページに記事があるよ。
Accused child murderer commits suicide. The 32-year-old former teacher believed to have committed the now infamous adolescent kidnappings and murders was found dead early yesterday morning. After being deemed mentally unfit to take responsibility for his actions, he was placed in intensive psychiatric care but escaped 2 nights ago. The psychiatric ward commissioned a manhunt, which culminated in the discovery of his hanged body in the room beneath Heavenly Host Elementary School. Near the site of his shocking triple homicide, the cause of death was ruled as strangulation and is strongly believed to be inflicted. As this appears to be a show of remorse previously thought beyond his mental capacity, his psychiatric ward has come under heavy fire since the discovery.
犯人も自殺かよ。救いがねえな。遺族にとっちゃ多少は気が晴れるかもしんねえけど。
女の子が一人助かったのがせめてもだよ。でも変ね。こんな大きな事件なのに、その生き残った子の家族のコメントが一つもないわ。どの記事を見てもあるのは殺された子たちの遺族や同級生の保護者の談話ばっかり。
There's also the fact that none of you are bringing up the fact that Ayumi has the same last name as Sachiko.
プライバシー保護とかで書けなかったんじゃねえの？
そうなのかな。マスコミって被害者も加害者も関係なく取材して書き立てるイメージなんだけど。
Dr. Tomokichi Fukurai's research reports. Mesmer's magnetism. Correspondences with Anna Springle. Seraphita. Melis Maleficarum. Voynich manuscript. Okay.
心霊学者の記録に魔術結社の通信文、神秘小説の古典。小学校の備品とは思えないわ。貸し出し用の番号シールがないからこの学校の本じゃないよ。そうね、多分ここに迷い込んだ人たちの。本の持ち主の蔵書印が押してある。
キビキ。
キビキ？キビキって読むのかな。え？どれどれ？本当だ。この人も有名よ。さっき名前が出た佐榎木奈穂さんの師匠と呼ばれてる作家のキビキ先生もここに？どうして？
Getting into a terrible habit of skipping the text now. Oh. Okay. So, what's my objective now? Do I keep looking on the shelves? Nothing. Nothing. Hello, blue lines, how are you? Nothing on this shelf. Does this all count as the same shelf? I don't even know. Nothing. I don't... What's my... Okay, let's just try leaving. Hello? Okay. Oh, okay.
そういえば私たちがここに来てから どれくらい時間経ったんだろう。携帯の時計信用してもいいのかな。確かに空間が変化するってことは時間が変化してるとも考えられるから。
俺の腹具合から判断すると晩飯済ませて早いやつなら布団に入ってる頃かもしんねえな。
お腹空きました。できれば食べ物も探さなきゃね。その前にどこかでちょっと休憩しよう。
Yeah, how are you gonna find food? I don't think you're gonna be finding any.
そうしてもらえると私も助かるかも。冷笑っていうほどじゃないけど妙に体が疲れてるみたい。
Oh, they're just gonna... Okay. Back to the auto, moving me around. Okay, thank you. Blue lines. And so the four of us headed to the safest spot we could think of, settling in for a bit to keep calm our spirits and refresh our bodies. Almost immediately, both Kishinuma and Shinozaki sat down, closed their eyes, and fell fast asleep. Understandable, considering what they just experienced. Aw, look at them over there.
眠っちゃったみたいね。きっと疲れてるんですよ。岸沼さん、あゆみさんを助けるためにいろいろ頑張ってましたし。ナナちゃんも疲れたでしょ。はい。けどなんだか眠れなくて。ナリちゃんたちが今頃どうしてるのかって考えると今すぐ走り出したいくらいです。わかるよ。私もしげ兄のことを考えるとすごく焦ってくるっていうか。あれ、ナナちゃん、その足。
I felt a chill in my stomach as soon as I saw them. They were the same bruise-like markings around Nana's slender thighs that I'd seen before, but they become much darker in color. They looked pink originally, as if she'd just rubbed her skin up against something, but now they were a deep, dark purple, the color of grapes.
大丈夫？痛くない？あざならさっきからありましたけど。そうじゃなくて、なんか濃くなってるから。ほんとだ、変な色になってる。なんだろう。内出血してたから時間が経って閉塞したのかな。ごめんね、あんまり気にしない方がいいね。でも跡が残ったら嫌だな。ナナちゃん美脚だもんね。そんなことないですよ。
Oh, Jesus.
スタイル良くて羨ましいな。私もナナちゃんくらい身長があったらしげ兄と釣り合い取れるのに。
If she was as tall as her. Hold on, let me go look at some. Okay, Nana is taller than her.
彼氏さんですか？そういうのじゃないんだけど、大事な人かな。いつも近くにいてくれて、私のダメな部分も受け入れてくれて、私を支えてくれる人。素敵な人なんですね。私にとってはね。同じ演劇部だからってわけじゃないけど、王子様なんだよ。岸沼さんってやっぱりあゆみさんのことあれ気になる？ナナちゃんってば。あ、違います。そういうんじゃ全然。ごめん、お約束だからつい。でも実際のとこ岸沼くんにとっては厳しい状況なのよね。ライバルがいるから。お似合いなのに。
Indeed they do.
似た者同士
Even with that red stuff on the screen.
素直になれないところが特に。まゆさんも森重さんの前では素直になれなかったりするんですか？だからそういう人じゃないってばもう。でも自分でもよくわからないな、この気持ち。しげ兄に会ったらどうしたいんだろう、私。岸沼くんみたいに抱きしめてほしいのかな。それとも頑張ったなって頭撫でてもらいたいのかな。やっぱり実際会ってみないとわかんないや。会えますよ、きっと。岸沼さんがあゆみさんに会えたみたいに。うん、ありがとう。持田くんもゆかちゃんや中島さんと会えてるといいな。先生も篠原さんも。みんなで帰って文化祭の時撮った写メ交換して。私もみんなと会いたいな。ごめんね、私ってば自分の話ばっかり。私ちょっと。
Oh, okay.
その辺見てきますね。お手洗いも行きたくなっちゃったし。
No, no, no. No.
一人で危ないよ。
Yes.
ちょっとだけですから。
No. Mayu, stop her.
友達のことを思い出してじっとしていられなくなっちゃったのかな。
God damn it, Mayu.
鈴本。
起きてたの？岸沼くん。
一緒に行ってやってくんねえか。
Yes.
念のためにさ。
See, he's smart.
そうだね。岸沼くんは篠崎さん見ててあげて。
すまねえ。なんかあったらでけえ声で呼べよ。篠崎叩き起こしてくれるんだよ。
暗いから篠崎さんのろうそく一本借りるね。
危ねえから小笠原見つけたらすぐ戻ってこいよ。
That's pretty far away. The bathroom felt empty. There was no indication of Nana's presence
ナ
whatsoever.
ナちゃんと入れ違いになっちゃったのかな。ナナちゃん、どうしたの？ナナちゃん。
I heard a sledgehammer. Where is this? The sound that echoed through the halls was like that of a butcher slicing up a large chunk of meat, bone and all. And this sound was accompanied by the dimly lit figure of Nana who sprawled out onto the ground in front of me. Or rather, part of Nana. It was really just the top half of her body, severed cleanly at the thigh. Her legs were completely gone, and the worst part is she was still fully alert and aware. This grisly sight was too much for me to handle. I became weak in the knees and fell backwards, landing on my butt. I couldn't move. Nana was bending and contorting her back and writhing on the ground as if struggling to escape the pain and the fear. I wanted to help her, but I had no idea what I could do. Nothing had ever prepared me for a situation like this. I couldn't stand up, I couldn't even think. The sight of Nana's squirming body, gushing blood every which way, was burning itself into my mind. It was the most frightening thing I'd ever seen. I could sense the presence of another person in the shadows just behind Nana's torso. Who was it? The darkness was all-encompassing past a certain point, giving only the vaguest notion of a human silhouette within an inky black void. Oh, that's... How the hell did we get here? Where are we? I can't open my map. The door should have led into the pool locker room. How did you get down here? You were at the bathroom, but the floor was collapsed over by that. You couldn't. What? What is going on? The door should have led into the locker room, but the lighting, or lack of it, was completely wrong. There was also an indescribably foul odor wafting out from within, so powerful and revolting that I could feel it would never leave my senses again. And whatever being was lurking in the shadows of that horrible room was getting closer to me, step by step. I still couldn't make out a single feature, but frankly I didn't want to. His existence alone was threatening enough. Whoever this was, I could sense his shadow posturing itself over Nana's head, as if preparing to swallow it whole. Like a crocodile. In fact, the shadow was beginning to resemble a crocodile more and more. Was this even a person? The figure was now fully visible, and was indeed a person, I think. He grabbed Nana by the head, and turned and began dragging her into that horrid room. She was clearly nearing death, as it took everything she had to scream and protest. Her voice was getting weaker and her writhing less pronounced. I couldn't even imagine how painful it must be to have one's severed body slowly dragged across the floor, exposed upside down. Oh, exposed side down. It would be bad enough just having my head held in that massive, filthy grip. No, grip isn't the word right here. It really was more like a bite. No, I don't really see what she can do. These were panicked, primal screams of a person's last moments on Earth. It's a sound no one should ever have to hear, much less produce. And once you hear it, it's the kind of thing you'll be hearing again for the rest of your life. Nothing can ever wipe it from your memory. It stays with you. I sat there, dumbfounded, so disturbed that I could barely breathe, and watched the slow slither of Nana's body as she disappeared into the unknown. It only took a few seconds for her to vanish into blackness, but those were the longest few seconds of my life. And once she was gone, my screen turned off. And once she was gone, only a wide swath of blood remained, tracing her path down the hall and across that hellish threshold. You should have went with her in the first place when she said she had to go to the bathroom. What? Gathering all my courage, I ran at full speed towards the black void, but found no room to enter. Beyond the door was nothing more than a solid wall. It was just as Shinozaki had said. Right before my eyes, a human being was pulled into a space that simply no longer existed, pulled out of reality. And yet, I could still hear her. Yeah, she's behind you inside the wall. What are you gonna do? You didn't really run that far. You just ran up the stairs. Just tell them there was an accident. Damn. I opened my compact mirror and hesitantly brought it down to my abdomen, lifting my shirt and loosening my skirt a bit to get a better look. I didn't have to look very hard. The color of the bruise on my abdomen had darkened significantly. It was far more pronounced now, practically pulsating in purplish red. It looked more like some kind of demented crust that had surfaced from deep inside my body. Yeah, okay. Okay, I want to look at something. Why did she have to undo her skirt a little bit? It looks like the same height it would be. What was the only reason for that, to show a little bit of her underwear? I think that might be the only reason. I wouldn't put it past these guys. I just kept telling myself that it would go away on its own. It was nothing, and I was starting to believe it. Feeling somewhat placated, I lifted the mirror up and prepared to shut it and put it away when I caught a quick glimpse of my face. I saw fear, I saw sadness, I saw defeat, but I also saw something else. No. At first I doubted my eyes, but I wasn't seeing things, nor was it a smudge on the mirror. It was another discolored bruise, just like the one on my abdomen. It was nowhere near as dark, but it was definitely there, and given enough time, it would probably get a lot darker. I tried spit shining it away with my finger, but all that did was make it wet. And each time I pressed down on it, the surrounding skin would turn white, creating greater contrast and making it stand out more. It wasn't going away. It wasn't going away. And if it just kept darkening, I might wind up like Nana. Torn apart at the seams. There was an accident.
なんか声聞こえたから気になってよ。小笠原はまだ見つかんねえのか？
心配ね。今からみんなで探し。鈴本さん。ダメ。来ちゃダメ。
I took a step away from them despite myself.
どうしたんだよ。
お願い。来ないで。何でもないから。何かあったの？その鏡に何か。何でもない。何も映ってない。平気だから。私。
No, I couldn't let them see me like that. I didn't want them to see that hideous bruise.
おい、鈴本。
鈴本さん。どうしよう。どうしよう。また逃げてる。私。でもどこへ。あざを消さなきゃ。これを消さないと。でないと私ナナちゃんみたいに。早く消さないと。
I don't think this is where you want to go. I had some concealer in my makeup bag. Maybe I could hide it.
これなら見えないよね。あんなあざちょっと寝て目を覚ましたら治ってる。絶対に。
Well, don't be getting any sleep in the infirmary. Yeah, I was getting all worked up over nothing. It was just a little mark on my face after all. Probably just the result of all that stress I'd been feeling here. When things calmed down, it would go away for sure. Why are we in the infirmary? You couldn't just do this out in the hall? No, you're like, no, we need to go into the infirmary. Let's... okay, good. We can't go in the beds. That is good. I'm going to save. Yo, wait, what did I say? 59 darkening. Oh. Well, that's not good. What else is in here? Welcome back. Oh, well, thank you. Anything else in here? Anything at the space heater? Nope. Is that all that's in here? No bodies. No kids. That's a good part. Alright, well, okay, hello. Oh, look at that. Oh, man, look at that lag. Just the way I like them. Oh, no. Hey, why did you go in the infirmary yet? It wouldn't open. And it wasn't like it was locked. Rather, it felt almost as if someone were holding it closed with superhuman strength. Yep, beautiful. Suddenly I realized why. The door was wrapped multiple times over with thin black threads. How had I not noticed these a moment ago? I was just about to say that. I looked at it a bit more closely and concluded, without question, that's exactly what it was. I felt an unpleasant heat radiating all along my back muscles across my entire spine. I was being watched. There was some sort of moist, lukewarm presence in the room with me, and slowly but surely I could sense it moving. I was too scared to turn around. Hmm? Yeah, it's Sachi. It was a little girl wearing a red dress, probably a first or second grader. Her skin was as pale as pottery, contrasting with her lacquer... I don't know what that means. Like hair. And she looked somehow familiar. Well, I don't want you to do that. Hello? Game? There you go. Something was dripping onto the back of my hand. That's what I thought at first, anyway. If I'd started to cry, I wasn't aware, but considering what I was going through, it wouldn't have been surprising in any way. I wondered just how much I'd cried since getting sealed up in this godforsaken place, probably more than I'd ever cried before in my entire life. But these weren't tears, were they? Was it blood, then? Did these children do something to me? Sure enough, I reached up and touched my face, and my finger came in contact with something sticky and red. Sachiko's answer was cold and disinterested, and came accompanied with a crooked, wry smile. She was just a child, yet one glance from her made every hair on my body stand on end. Sachiko's face somehow made me feel as if there might be two sides to her, one gentle and one not. But regardless of which I was dealing with here, I wasn't about to go against her recommendation. I was legitimately curious myself. So I took out my compact, opened it, and... The bruise I'd concealed with makeup had sprung back to the surface once again, though could hardly be called a bruise anymore. My skin had literally split open from inside, and blood was beginning to seep out through the pinkish fissure, bead by bead. The bruise along my stomach and abdomen had followed suit, splitting open and dripping dark red blood everywhere. At this point, I completely lost any ability to think or reason. I was a goner, and I knew it.
壁にぶつかって一瞬で死ぬよりももっと辛い。ゆっくりとした散り方で死になさい。人体解剖標本の作成。やめて！来ないで！やめて！
Yeah, I was a goner. I couldn't fight it. Somewhere deep in the pit of my soul, I knew there was no way out. This unimaginably cruel fate was predestined. I couldn't escape. Oh, sure, I tried to run. I squirmed and resisted with every last bit of strength I had, but fate had me by the ankle, and wasn't about to let me go. If only I could force myself to lose consciousness, maybe I could avoid the unbearable agony that I knew was coming, but sadly I wasn't that strong-willed. I could feel the hands of children all over my body, coming from virtually every direction, and they were really digging.
しげに来ない来ないしげになんて来やしないんだよ。
I was seized with a pain unlike anything I'd ever even imagined possible before. I couldn't talk, couldn't move, couldn't even think. I felt like my head was going to explode under the pressure of the millions of nerves all telling my brain just how much every part of my body hurt. And it didn't stop. Every moment it grew worse and worse. Then I began to drift away.
ひどい匂い。その辺の廊下にでも飾っておこうか、この標本。学校がどんどん賑やかになっていくな。
Sachiko's voice sounded like it was far in the distance. It was then that I realized the agony I'd been feeling had changed. It was no longer pain, but chill. I didn't hurt anymore. I was just cold. So cold that I couldn't even feel my body.
ものすごく寒いよ。しげにもう指一本動かない。私が死んで惨めな死体になっても嫌いにならないでくれる？しげに私ね、しげにのこと。
Well, that was significantly sadder than I thought it would be. Oh, it just automatically closed that. Hooray! I guess. Oh no, not this one. Not Encounter. Yuichi Nakamura, I think that's Yoshiki. Maybe? No, it's not, is it? I don't know, I'll go look. But I don't want to play Encounter. I don't want to play Encounter. It's Miss Yui and Satoshi and random new guy, and there's no gameplay in it from what I heard. I heard there's no gameplay in Chapter 3, it's just choices and dialogue. So it's like just a big cutscene. It's like an extra chapter from the first game, just with choices. Alright, so full testimonies. Let us go look at these. Oh, yeah, yep, see right there. Yoshiki and Mayu. Well, that was sadder than I thought it would be. Like, I'm so used to the characters dying, I generally don't care when they die. Like with Seiko, I did not care in the slightest. But Mayu, that was interesting. Well, oh wait, no. There's a CG I want you guys to see. CG artwork in the game. This is from the first game. It says it's from the first game, but I don't remember it. Okay, this one. Look at that. Does anyone remember this? Like, look at the characters. They all look a bit awkward. I remember the next CG, which is this one. I mean, that's iconic. And I also remember this one. However, I do not remember this one. I do not remember that. Like, the lines look really, really thick. It's like they were going to have this one in the game and they didn't put it in, but they put it into this gallery, maybe? I don't know, but I do not remember seeing this. Ever. And there's also something with Seiko. Yes, this one. Now, you can see her eyes are clouded over right here. However, there's also another version of the CG where her eyes aren't clouded over, but normally you push X to, like... Nope, that didn't work. Usually you hit X to, like, go to the next version, but doing it just closes it. Alright. So, that's all for this video. Until next time, goodbye.